back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Okay, the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
18, 5 years.
They'll set up to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Hurry, 17. 19 strike, 19 strike.
They'll look to throw here. He finds Watson complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Ball again on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy, because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
Well, we love to say, get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. In motion goes the tight end.
Big A soldier, big A soldier.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. In motion, the tight end. Murray now on first down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Murray. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Running left, it's Mixon. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Dragon 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 Lions.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
On the set.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
Jet sweep, here's Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Watson. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. The 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bengals.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they move the kickoff back to the 35, it's going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you get a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case,
he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 4.
Hot 70. Hot 80.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 4 yards out. And the Texans have broken the tie. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Mixon. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 93. Been a tough man to bring down all night. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Mixon with a first down carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Derek Brown providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it
your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now. Hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A huge play there for Houston. 68 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Give to Hall running right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Breece Hall, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better. And he rifles one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Oh, what a give up the middle. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. Touchdown! A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, 20. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals.
Again, right before I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. It's complete, and he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. So they like to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky, that it worked out.
Yeah, I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
We'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
On the jump.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Go check. Go check. Go.
Here's Hall again. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. That's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
He'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And they show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Touchdown Bengals. George Kittle, 26 yards. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Coup for the extra point. lead is down to a field goal now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Ball again on 2nd down. And they'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Drop 50, drop 50.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Charles. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Ball again on 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Cut my team! Cut my team! 18, 5 years!
They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this returnable for Hill. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up and ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Connecting with Hill, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Murray. This one caught by Kittle. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. George Kittle already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. That will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Hurricane. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. They'll come out with a 3-tight-end look on the first play of the drive. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Mixon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 121 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down. Defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yeah, and he gets them to 1-0. Well, part of the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year, always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that.